Actually had to go to the hospital. It wasn't good, y'all. Felt like I was having heart palpitations, and it only happened at like nighttime, and it was weird. One time it was like really bad, but it is definitely calmed down a lot since I, had to go take a quick visit. They checked everything and said everything was looking good. Now I got to go see a specialist just to, verify everything they checked. They said it could have been a multitude of things, and I don't know. But it did have me worried. Had me a little scared, a little nervous. I did not know what the fuck was going on. And my mindset was, hey, look, I gotta make it to the new year. I got to. Not only that, man, I'm a person who loves life. I want to make it to fucking 100 years old. I want to be Betty White. You know what I'm saying? I want to live and prosper, enjoy life, watch my kids grow, watch their kids grow, possibly watch their kids grow some. That'll be the life. That would make me feel accomplished as a human, seeing my seeds continue on, live life, grow, get bigger. That's the things I want to accomplish. That's the most important goal to me, being a great father. Which is a hard thing to do, being a parent. I had a discussion with my older brother here on the show before. Being a parent it's really hard, you know what I'm saying? I excel at being like an uncle. But that's because there's like no pressure on me to carry the load. The expectations are a lot less on like uncles, grandparents, and things like that. And, it's easier to do. I can step in and be fun. I mean, because in my living situation, I also live with my niece and nephew. So, I get to be the disciplinarian as well in some cases. But I relish in that role because I know I'm trying to make sure they straight. I want them on a good path. And, everything has consequences. Actions, reactions, consequences. Those things always go hand in hand. But yeah, man, that hospital visit definitely had me shook for a little bit. Crazy shit happening inside the hospital, speaking of it. So, first of all, when we arrived to the hospital, I'm like, man, I'm having chest pains and stuff, so I'm expecting to get viewed pretty soon. No. The total time I spent going to the emergency room was about 16 hours-ish. And I'm talking about I was planning on going to sleep, so I was already tired. Then I have to spend 16 hours at the hospital. Yeah. Crazy times. Like, I can't imagine spending a whole 24 hours sitting there waiting inside of an emergency room. Like, it's an emergency. I'm here for an emergency, and I'm having chest pains. I thought I would be, like, expedited. Then they told me the team that I have to wait for is the team that's been getting, like, casualties all night. I'm like, I don't want to go to that team. No offense, I don't want to be in that area. But they said this is like the trauma people. You're like, you have to go to somebody who can view, the issues you're dealing with. Only problem with that is the wait time was fucking ridiculous. And every time I would ask somebody what's going on, like, I didn't eat, I'm hungry, I'm tired, what the fuck is going on? And they just say, hey, it's a little wait. A little wait my ass. So they moved me from the first emergency room into the next emergency room. And I'm back there sitting. And I'm like, wow, emergency rooms really suck. Because, I don't know, people tripping on that. But this one girl kept saying, I can't move my legs. And she was kicking her legs and screaming in pain. And I was like, what the fuck is going on across from me? And she was going off. I'm talking about going off about her legs aren't working as she's moving her legs. I'm watching her move her legs, and I'm like, I don't see, maybe a receptacle in the brain is missing a nerve or something, and she don't feel like she doing it. I don't know what's going on. But that was like the first one that had me like, wow. Then as I'm sitting there, randomly a guy walks up to me with his head leaking. Talking about leaking. Blood coming out of his head. And they're like, oh, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be over here. What are y'all doing that he He walks past all of these nurses and doctors with a bloody head, and nobody decides to stop this guy before he walks out of, I guess, the room he was in. Somehow walks back to the emergency part to sit down. Yeah, I was like, that's a little crazy right there. But to top it off, we have the paramedics bringing in one guy on the gurney. The guy's complaining about his whole body is sore. He thinks he has, he thinks he has that bug. And in the course of that happening, he starts to arguing with the paramedic, because the paramedic was like, we need to transfer you to a chair. And the guy's like, nah, I don't want to move from where I'm at. I'm in pain. And the guy responds to him and says, we're at a hospital. Everybody's in pain. The guy was like, you acting like you don't care and all this shit. I'm hurt. And the paramedic responds with, look, I'm going to help you get into this chair, but everybody's in pain. We need the gurney. We got to go pick up other people. We've been busy. So they proceed to go helping the guy. And the guy tells the paramedic, like, don't talk to me like that, you bitch ass nigga. I don't care if everybody else hurt. So the paramedic is like, dude, I'm trying to help you. You don't want to help you. If you don't want this help, you can do everything on your own. The guy said, hey, you better stop playing with me, because I'll kill you. Those are serious words. You know, my man's on the clock. And he just got threatened with his life by the guy who's telling him, you don't know where you at. You on my side of town, and I had you killed right now. I said, hey, it is action in the hospital. It is going the fuck down. I got primetime motherfucking seats. So the paramedic takes the wheelchair he just put the guy in, and pushes him. And the guy flies and hits the corner that has like supplies and shit there. So the supplies and shit falls over on him and shit. And I'm in the back like, nigga, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is good? Did he just really push this nigga into the corner? So the guy hits the corner, and I guess adrenaline kicks in, because he went from being in pain to hopping up. Like, man, you got me fucked up. I'm trying to fight. And, people go to start trying to break it up. So they proceed to, security, other paramedics, and all of that, try to get in the way. They try to move him into a different room. And the nurse was like, I don't know if we should help him. And the guy say, bitch, fuck you. I'll kill your ass too. I say, oh, cuz a shooter. He threatening everybody. Like, you got to be the shooter. If you're going to threaten everybody, like, you either got power or you're the shooter. You got to be one of the other two. You either got money to pay for it or you doing it yourself. To be making all these threats, I'm just saying, if you're not about that, you shouldn't be threatening nobody's life like that. But that's what he was doing. So, in the midst of that, I guess he goes back out to the front, to which my fiance sitting out in the front too. So she was like, hey, it's this guy out here trying to fight the people. I said, yeah, man. He was just in the back area. And I started telling her the story of what happened. She was like, oh, they put him out. The police made him leave. I'm like, man, he fucked up, because he was in that thing crying like he was in pain until it was time to turn gangster. All that pain went away. He was ready to go shoot everybody. But yeah, man, going to the hospital is an interesting trip. I can't believe it took that long. I finally got seen like almost another 2 hours after, the incident, dude threatening everybody and shit. But yeah, I got sent home, and they checked my blood work. They checked my heartbeat and things like that. And like they said, my heartbeat came back, regular beats and everything. Everything was in like the normal range of numbers. It was just a random, like, I guess, long beat that it was occurring at one point of time within it. And yeah, like I said, I gotta go see a specialist. But so far, so good. I can still work out. I can still go play ball. I can still do everything physically that I would like to do. Working out is actually good for heart palpitations anyway. And I've been trying to get back into shape, you know what I'm saying? I need the 6-pack before my B-Day. So I gotta go extra fucking hard, because I got like 3 months to accomplish what I'm trying to do. So I gotta go extra fucking hard, which I plan on doing, you know what I'm saying? Even though I kind of woke up late today. And the start of this started late because I felt so stupid. I'm an IT professional in my former life. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got paid to do as a career. Before, started doing my own shit. So I go to turn on my PC, with my laptop. I go to try to load everything up, and I noticed my camera wasn't connected, my mic wasn't connecting, but power was going to everything. One of my cords in the back was just unplugged. I spent 40 minutes trying to do like software, hardware shit, because I see all the power coming on. I'm not thinking it's any of the plugs in the back. It was a plug in the back. I don't know how that shit got loose, but it was out. And it was keeping the connection from fully, materializing. But now we here. I'm here. Like I said, I missed you guys. I hope y'all miss me. And as I like to say, it's time to get into some of that bullshit. It's your boy DJTheParkBoy, and I'm here with a special product for you. I got some Delta 8 weed from JK Distro, and I'm saying it's amazing. It's clean, smokable, and the best part is they deliver it right to your door. Because of the 2018 Farm Bill, it's now legal for them to have Delta 8 weed sent through the mail. That's right. And if you use promo code FLOSS1, you can get some clean, smokable weed sent to your door direct. You have options. You go right there to jkdistro.com. You look at all the strands they have, which is a lot. You can even get you some edibles. You can get you some wine. Anything in between you can think of. You put in promo code FLOSS1, you're going to save you 20%. So go ahead, hop on that now. Make sure it's in the description.